Hi, my name is Deya, and I was accepted into the Disney Collage Program for fall 2017. I was accepted as a seater, and I'll be working at Kona Cafe at the Polynesian Resort. I've never been to a resort, so I'm really excited about this position, and I tried finding a lot of videos about the seater role, and I found like one or two. So I'm really hoping that this helps someone else out in finding more about the position. So I hope I can gain some insight. I can help people gain some insight. I'm going to be looking down and stuff because I have some notes, but I'm going to try to give you my undivided attention. So this is just a little intro video to talk about my acceptance, my roommates, school, and then travel maybe. So this is my second time applying for the program. The first time I applied, it was before the cutoff date, like maybe 2 weeks, and I wasn't really open with application. Like I felt like I did not want to do housing, and I didn't want to do quick food service, and I didn't want to do this, and this, and this. So I felt like I wasn't really opening up myself to the possibility of really doing different roles. So I feel like that's why maybe I was rejected the first time I applied. But I felt that my phone interview had gone really well, so I wasn't going to apply the second time because this would be my senior year at school, and I thought maybe I'll just wait until the end of the year to do it then. But I was like, what's the harm in trying, really? So I did apply as soon as applications dropped, basically, and I took my time more with it. Last time I did it, I did everything really rushed because it was the last like 2 weeks, so I wanted to make sure I got like my phone interview in, and then it's the waiting game. So this time I did wait a while, about 3 or 4 months until I got a response, and I thought my phone interview didn't go really well. It was pretty long, but I felt like I just kept telling the woman like the same old thing over and over again, but thankfully I was accepted. And then once I was accepted, I did join all the pages, because the first time I joined a ton of pages and I like was very like involved in stuff, and then I didn't get accepted and I was like, oh. So I didn't really want to get my hopes up. It's a really funny story actually, because I thought I was going to get rejected for a second time, so I had to stop thinking about it. It was kind of finals week and stuff, so I didn't want to stress about that, and everyone kept asking me about it, and I was like, you know what, I probably wasn't accepted, so I don't really want to talk about it. And I went to the library one day to study and do some final papers, and it was super packed, and I asked this girl if I could share the table with her, and it was really awkward, and she was like, I guess. And I sat down and I opened up my email, and I saw an email from Disney, and I was like, oh crap, I got rejected again. And I like clicked on it, and as soon as I saw congratulations, I didn't realize I started crying. And the girl just like looked at me, and I was like trying to hide my face, and it was so awkward because the library was so crowded, and I was like super embarrassed, and like she got up slowly afterwards and like left, so I feel like kind of bad that she was probably uncomfortable. But I was just so happy, and I texted my best friend right away, and I was like, I'm crying in the middle of the library, I don't know what to do. And she came over and we like celebrated and stuff. But it was like a huge relief, while at the same time being super stressful, because I had picked my classes for the next semester, and I wasn't sure if I could even do it and graduate on time. So I had to talk to the administration and then to my advisor and try to see if I could get into some of the later online classes, which is super stressful because I still want to be a full-time student. Otherwise my scholarships have been taken away and stuff. So thankfully my advisor really helped me out, and she was able to make the program part of my capstone. So I'll be taking 3 online classes. 2 of them are really classes that I don't need and are kind of just, I don't want to say like a waste, because I'm really thankful that the teachers let me into the class, but they're just classes that I'm going to do the work for, and they're not really going to count towards anything. They're just going to be there to help me be a full-time student still. But the other class is my capstone, that one I really need to do well in. So because of that, I won't be taking any of the Disney classes, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but I think some of my roommates will be taking some of the seminars. So hopefully I'll get their insight, and maybe I'll make a video or 2 for you guys about that as well. So I'll be a full-time student, and I'll have a full-time position basically at the resort. So I'm hoping to do more videos about balancing schoolwork and a full-time job, as well as trying to like have a life outside all of that. So hopefully you guys can see that. I arrived to Florida yesterday. It was a really long day of travel. I'm from Chicago, so it should only be a 3-hour flight. But my flight was supposed to leave at 10:50. I got to the airport around 8:30, left my house at 7, but we had a really packed flight, so I flew through Southwest, and it's free seating there, so basically you go through A, B, and C, and you line up in that order. But the woman kept asking if someone could volunteer to switch to another flight because I guess we were overbooked, and nobody was volunteering, and I was like literally like C50, so by the time my like class started boarding, she was like still asking, and I was like, they're about to kick one of us off in this plane. It's probably gonna be me because I'm like all the way to the end. So she finally said if someone would be willing, they would give a voucher for their plane ticket that they bought and another $300 voucher for a full year. So I was like, that sounds pretty nice, but I was still like, no, I need to get like to Florida now. And I was like, I need a sign. So my mom literally called me and she's like, are you about to board? And I was like, wow, actually, this is happening. And my dad heard and he's like, take it, $300. So I was like, okay. So I did end up taking it. But I was lucky enough because the girl I'm sharing an Airbnb with waited for me at the airport, and my uncle ended up picking us up. So it was really nice because from the airport to our Airbnb, the taxi fare is like about $65. So we saved on that, and they bought us food, which is great. So we ended up saving a lot of money and got free food out of it. So today was my first day in Florida. It's really nice, really humid, super hot. My hair is holding up though, so that's was my only worry. So I feel great about it now. Tomorrow is check-in. I check in at 9:15, and I will be living in the Commons, so I'm really excited about that. Free laundry is great. But yeah, I'll check in tomorrow and I'll try to make another vlog. I did film some stuff from my trip today to Disney Springs, so I'm hoping to make a separate video for that. But yeah, I'll try my best to keep on vlogging and making videos. It's a little hard because I will be taking classes and I will be working a lot, but I really want to document this whole experience so I can show my friends back home and my family and help you guys too, the future DCPers. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!